to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Bruins will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. It's the conference finale today. Win this one. Extra football ahead. Has taken a ton of hard work to get here, David, and they certainly can't afford to let down.
Yeah, and you people, Reese, you know, they're looking ahead, always pointing to the future, like they need to win today. Like their goals are still in front of them, but today is a big day in the conference to continue to keep winning.
And that's the thing I think their coach kept reminding his team of all week long. At the very start of the year, in our first team meeting, we put our goals up on the board. The #1 goal was to win the conference, and they have a chance to guarantee themselves a spot in that game with a win today.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The throw to the outside is complete. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
And the Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
The Nittany Lions are rolling down the field. DB's right up on the receivers. On the ground, it's Ford. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with this target.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. Lowers those pads. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
Finds his big tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Keeping it on the ground on third and goal. Oh, he's got some. Headed to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Maybe another step, another block, and he gets more, but the offense will take over there. Leaves it with the running back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
It's complete to the right. That play won't make the highlight reel, except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Third down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes and gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Moving out to the right. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. And the Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking for a man, it's Tolzien. He's got him. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The Bruins are flying down the field. They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Try and play action. Using his legs to buy some time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save ahead and just get out of bounds.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. And the catch it right into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA! The extra point here would tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the lone running back. There he goes. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
He'll keep it himself. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Makes the grab. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the 1st down.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here's a heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Somehow fits it into that traffic. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Now improvising. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on third and long. Dropping back, it's Tolzien. Fires to the right. Complete on the comeback. Building momentum, picking up the chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And the Bruins with the 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Let's go. Looking to fire. Gets it away off his back foot. Grabs it inside the 15. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins!
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Georgia looked less like a pack of dogs and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough between the hedges, and today they found a way outside of Sanford Stadium. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Get a pass rush like that and the Bruin faithful will give you an 8-clap in a heartbeat.
They'll get jacked up. They'll get excited. I mean, you think about a defense. You got to get those guys up front. You want to dominate college football. You want to be in the mix. Find those big defensive linemen that can make plays.
Swings it out to his running back. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Here's the handoff. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing in the 12-team playoff that I have a chance to get a bye, right? If I can win my conference. So a lot at stake. They've done really well. They're at the top of the leaderboard right now, Palmer, but a little bit of the season still left.
Yeah, you got to focus on today. We're at that time of season where all of us love talking about what's coming up and predicting who that conference championship game is going to be. Can they go to the playoff? It all doesn't matter if you don't win this game today, so you've got to be focused here. This is a massive game.
They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. Third and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. Turns it on in midfield. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
To the air on first down. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll run play action. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Bringing it back. He's at the and with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, UCLA.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Damian, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Right on target this time. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score. But, man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes a catch right in the middle of a danger zone. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. They'll move the tight end. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback moving. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Right back to it. He breaks a tackle. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the back in the middle. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Man, I love on 3rd down when I know I have a running back that can beat guys. Whether you want to cover me with a linebacker or a safety, I can run an angle route, and I can have success because my quarterback knows exactly when he's going to break, and that defense is not going to beat my running back.
They'll leave it with him. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Using his feet. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Noise. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that third down. And now the offense is in an interesting situation.
Absolutely perfect. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the air, it's Tolzien. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He'll try to take it back. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Nittany Lions will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to know where you're...
He's going to let it go. He's got it inside the 15. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and they'll take it in. Touchdown, Bruins! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Buffalo handled its business today, and given what the week was like in Western New York, that is saying something. This is a focused group, and it's reflected in that final score. One team will rise in the ACC standings, while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Second down coming up. Back to pass. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Looking downfield, it's Tolzien. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He'll pull it down. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Makes the grab. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, UCLA! And the route is on.
Well, they worked the play action, and he had his guy outside one-on-one on the go route, and there is no question who's going to be getting the football on this one. Phenomenal job stacking the defender on the route. He gets in behind him, able to make the catch way down the field, and then run it in for the touchdown.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll start this drive with a pass. Unloads it left. A strike downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Well, the offense getting a little bit greedy, I think. They had an explosive play the play prior, and they decided to try to pile on, throw the ball right away. But the defense was ready for it, and what a great job up front, defeating the block and getting the sack, creating a negative play.
Off the play fake. He lets one fly deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And he puts through the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Slithers into space. Breaks into the open. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
To the air, it's Tolzien. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Bruins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. And the Bruins trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Trying to surge it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Bruins! And the punishment has been extended. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Finds a spot in the middle. Turning it on. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Penn State. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Number 3.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
He's got it, and he got a foot down for the 2-point conversion.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
Number 71, set to kick it off.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Tolzien. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Makes the grab. It's Pierre. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun, running back gets the give. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Bruins really need to keep this drive alive on third down.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to throw, it's Tolzien. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the...
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA! And the pummeling has started. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter. Run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
On third down, he drops to throw. They're working that left side. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Bruins didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Quarterback now breaking the field. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins! And the stomping has commenced. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. LSU dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
And Kevin Connors, he's going for a big play downfield. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. UCLA will go back to work on offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. The Bruins with a second and short to keep this drive moving. He wants to change this route. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's complete to the left. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Back to throw, it's Tolzien. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. picked off. That's number 15 on the year.
I just love the fact that the defense is out there and they're still battling and they're still fighting. Obviously, they're way down here late in the fourth quarter, but they still think they have a chance to win. Don't tell them the game's over. That's a great individual effort on that interception.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Under fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. It's third and long. Let's see if he's got enough juice in that arm. He'll try to do it himself. On the move at the 30. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up, and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Complete out of the backfield. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Looking to throw, it's Tolzien. Finds the tight end. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds. Offense gets set for second down. Off play action. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Penn State offense will take over first and 10.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Penn State.
Now on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Taken down.
You got to give this guy credit all season long. He's played well, he's stayed healthy, and he's just executing. With that last throw, he's now surpassed 4,000 yards as we get late in the season.
Bringing the heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Takes it the other way. They'll
objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Got his man on the right. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on third down.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was third down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country, and that time, making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up fourth.
Oh, he dropped it, just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. From his end zone, looking to throw, got to take care of the ball. Unleashes one. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Wants to throw on first down. Throwing right. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Got room on the return.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
So now it's second and long. Back to pass, it's Tolzien. Starting to feel a little pressure. Rustled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. He wants it all. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Scrambling away. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball and didn't look it all the way in, and it'll be 4th down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. Like, it's a known passing situation. The defense is playing coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is all but over.
Soft spot in the middle. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And he tacks on the extra point.
Penn State, 25.
He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Slips through the line. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. To the air on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. And here we go, final play of the game right here. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Fires to the right. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
After this, it'll be a wrap. And back to the air on 2nd down. Looking for the score. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the 4th quarter. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected.
Nittany.